Freedom of religion is and should be a fundamental right. But around the world, that freedom is increasingly coming under attack, with Christians in the Middle East and Africa particularly targeted in recent times. Now, the EPP Group wants the EU to make the fight against Christian persecution a top priority on its foreign policy agenda. According to the OSCE, the number of persecuted Christians killed every year is over 150,000. EPP Group Chairman Manfred Weber indicated these numbers were in great part responsible for the mass exodus of refugees trying to reach the safer shores of Europe. EPP Group member György Hölvényi said violence against Christians, particularly by militant groups such as ISIS, disneeded better funding and understanding on the ground in conflict zones.
All in the Middle East, about 11 to 12 million people are displaced. Yeah, this is such a kind of danger what we never seen before. It's danger for their own people. It's a danger for the human dignity. It's not a solution that the people try to move to Europe. We have to find a solution at home.
A video message sent by Reverend Douglas Joseph Shimshon Albazi, a persecuted and tortured Catholic priest, described the decimation of Iraq's once thriving Christian community of 1.5 million people.
So please save my people and give hope to my people. If they are going to continue there, let's offer to my people houses, education and health issue. If not, please open gates to my people. We are just dying there.
Lending further heavyweight EU support to combat persecution was first Vice President of the European Parliament, Antonio Tajani. Meanwhile, Willy Fortret, Director of Human Rights Without Frontiers International, said Christians around the rest of the world were under greater threat than ever before, even those trying to practice their faith discreetly.
It's unfair, of course, to be sent to jail just because you want to have a Bible study in a private home, for example, or because you want to share the Bible or some Catholic or Protestant literature with other people and exchange views with such people.
And his message on the plight of Christians?
To listen to their calls for help and to forward their calls for assistance to decision makers of the European Union, but also member states of the European Union and the United States, Canada, all those countries that are in favor of freedom of religion or belief around the world.
Freedom of religion and belief is significantly violated in almost half the world's countries, with Christians being the most persecuted religious minority. This conference is meant to underscore EU determination to keep tolerance and freedom of religion front and center in the EU and abroad. Find out more about the activities of Parliament's largest political force by going to eppgroup.eu. Thanks for looking in, and see you again soon.